So I will start the day doing my basics, or obviously through the day. But what I want to do is try and refresh our home a little bit. So there might be changing of decor around and pieces like that. I've also sharing the wrapping I've done and a card I've made for our son's birthday. So this is one of those videos, it might be a bit of this and that. So I started off, first of all, we did close our bedroom windows, but we left the games room window and like the bathroom open. Sometimes it can still get a little bit noisy at night, especially out the front. Especially during the summer, when obviously especially teenagers are off school and college and things like that. So I've started with making the beds and opening the windows. I did actually pull all the bedding back to obviously air the beds and everything. So this is our bedroom. You know it. I've got a few ideas and I've been writing things down. Some of them might not be so noticeable in my videos, but I'll try and fill you in what I've done. As you know, what's happened to our family, our bereavement. So yeah, I'm coping okay, thank you for everybody that's asked and sent their wishes. So yeah, this is a refresh. I do not want to obviously remove memories of hubby. I am actually putting some more photographs out of him. He didn't like his photo taken really, and it took a little while, but he did eventually like to, didn't mind being on YouTube. Yeah, I'm still feeling rough, but I'm coping. So this is the bedroom, as you know. Things that will be changing is that is like hubby's wardrobe and scoot around. I've got at the top there and bits in the bottom is like gifts that's going to be moving. That is mine, and so is that. Now I was thinking about having this one, but the idea is yes, I'm going to spread out a little bit, but I think I will stick with the wardrobes because I don't want to bring too much stuff in. As I'm going through hubby's pieces, I have got a basic plan. Sometimes you get in one big mess, you do 3 or 4 different things to get back to your original idea or piece that you wanted to do, if that makes sense. So I may keep those wardrobes the same. That's got coats in, but most of them was hubby's, so that will be sorted. But my idea is obviously to keep these the same. This is hubby's. This is going to be going through soon. Some of the stuff's already gone because hubby had some brand new things with tickets, and they went to a family member, including a couple of pairs of trainers. It turns out both our sons and hubby have the same shoe size. So this is it. So I need to go through it. It's not too bad, but the idea is, I think, I'm going to use this, not necessarily all of it, as my sort of gift, I think, storage, because it's easier to get at than that one. I've said this before, because look, you can just about open the door, but it's very difficult to open both doors. And this is the crates and gifts. I don't want to open too much because I don't want pieces on show. And then I have got a couple of crates down there and the other side as well. Like I said, a lot of these are like hubby's sort of jackets and everything. That's actually mine. Realistically, I should get rid of it because I haven't used it in years, because I like my thick fleece and hubby's got one, or did have one. But that is something that will be going through gradually. But I noticed when I went to the charity shop over the weekend, it said that my normal one, Bernardo's, said they weren't taking any more stuff that day. So I think it's going to be a case of waiting until our son is off, or should I say my son is off a day off work. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow, and first thing, get rid of stuff. I still got boxes under the dining room table of all that crockery that I said I was going to get rid of, but that was done just before and during hubby hurt his back, so it never got removed. I could move it to the shed, but we're going to see if we can get it straight to the charity shop. So a few things. This is one of the very first things hubby actually purchased for me, gifted me, and it's got my best jewelry and everything. I'm not going to open it up. It's all, well, I'll open this little bit because I've still got this. Is from our eldest son. I keep saying our, and I do apologise. Yeah, but there's a few necklaces that I'm not using, so I will get rid of them. But I will keep this, and I'm not going to paint it. Hubby knew that I was thinking about painting it cream, but no, I'm going to leave it the same, because where it is, reason why I left it there is because it does go with the bed. One thing that I will be sorting out, as you know, I use that for washing, you know, underwear. It used to be easier for hubby, but well, I do have a laundry bin over here. Hope I'm not making you giddy. There. And the idea is, because that used to have his work clothes in, and I didn't like them mixing with other clothes because of a smelling of engineering and everything. So I'm going to start using that laundry bin. That is coming out. That's got all my thick socks in. But because hubby's got that other chest of drawers, that is actually going to go over here. As I said, this is when I'm feeling a little bit better. I think it might be sort of one of those things that will end up being in one go over a day. They were all hubby's drawers. There are mine. Again, I'm going through them gradually. But I'm going to have one for my thick socks. I might even bring my thinner socks and just use one drawer. As you know, my socks are over there. I even might be moving my pyjamas. I might be having two drawers maybe for pyjamas. That's the plan anyway. I've thought it through, writing it down, so I've got a plan before I start anything. So at the moment it's just maybe a little refresh ideas I'm bringing in to the home. So like I said, I've made the beds. I've made our son Daniel's bed. Again, I do apologise, I keep saying our, but it's just force of habit. Again, I've got the window open. We did have a lot of rain this morning. Daniel's room doesn't get that cluttered. He doesn't particularly like clutter. There's a few bits and pieces around, and I've got some laundry there to go away. We got the Xbox box, but what happens is this bed, the mattress comes up, and I would like to review what's under there and put the Xbox either under there or in a loft. He doesn't watch TV much, but it's handy to have a spare one, because obviously he's got the games room. And I've got a little bit of piles here. One is paperwork in the folder and everything, but I'm thinking about trying to move that bit. I've got permission to sort that out. I don't know whether that'll be today or not. But overall, as you can see, it doesn't get that messy. Just a couple of little hot spots around our home. And I'm also hoping to maybe add a few more little pieces to my shelving. I am absolutely loving this setup, and it's been like this for a while. I've just bought a few, obviously, green pieces in. I moved that little canvas over and put a picture of our granddaughter over there. That plant pot I got really reasonable on sale, and that other little green pot was a gift, but I had seen it in yeah, for a moment there I forgot the store that pot came from. I know it was a gift. It was Flying Tiger, and then I put that book underneath because it's got a green sort of spine. I still like my wicker pieces, and that stand I got from Clearance Bargains. I've mentioned this a number of times. It sells off excess stock and pieces from major stores, and I only paid £3, and that was a Habitat one. But I like my wicker baskets. When I'm not using them for anything else, I like to put them out as a decor, and to balance it up I did put a couple over there. I've got to repaint the banister, especially the top one, because the paint came off, and probably the bottom one. I must admit, I'm trying to be positive, and I know you shouldn't dwell on things you don't like. I really don't like the carpet. It has been down now about 32 years. So yeah, we did used to have pale green walls and everything, and they badly need painting. I can do the hall, which I've already done. I can do most of the landing, but if I go up, 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 this is the problem. Do excuse any cobwebs. It is a massive area and it's quite high, and I don't know whether you can actually tell how high it is. I might have to get a professional in or something. Hubby used to go up obviously major ladders to do that bit. It's all these sort of things that I'm making a list and seeing what I'm capable safely and able to do pieces. So like I said, it might be just changing a few items around. I am liking those wooden owls on there. They were also a gift. I may leave this arrangement. This is just above the stairs. I'm liking those pieces there. And I've also got that wooden sort of, sorry to jolt you, I've got this wooden piece that I've put up there, and I've put a plant up there and a couple of owls. So I'm liking that. I used to have my wicker pieces there, but I changed that round because I've either used it as decor, or it's actually in the cupboard just there, my decor cupboard. So yeah, that's a few pieces. I've still got to sort out the desk and the paperwork in the games room. It's all over the floor and the desk because of phone calls, but I will keep you apprised or share what I'm doing through the day while I've still got hopefully a voice. But like I said, there's certain things that I probably won't change around, but I will be bringing out, I think, a few more photos or pictures in frames of obviously hubby. I've got a few. There's one, I don't know, you can't really see it. It's in a picture phone. That was a gift. It's me and hubby at Christmas time with our granddaughter. So there is pictures. A lot of these are obviously outdated and years old for when our boys were little. I did have a number of professionals, and also that is an elegance picture. It was part of a deal originally with the photographer, and but that was quite expensive. But that was sort of a Valentine's gift when I had the elegance, that he wanted an actual canvas done, and I do love it. That's when I had really started actually growing my hair again, and they did your hair, your makeup, and they changed obviously like the top half and everything to take the pictures. At some point I'll try and find the album of the elegance pictures I had done. So I'm going to get on now because as time's going to run away. But as I said, it might be just little changes up, maybe a bit of decluttering, putting things away, things like that today. And I want to do some cleaning of the kitchen, and I've noticed there's still marks sort of on the cupboard doors and drawers. I know I shouldn't apologise and I get moaned at, but yeah, you're going to have to excuse the cobwebs and the paintwork because not a lot has been done actually since beginning of last December. So yeah, it's quite a few with obviously with my mum with problems being in hospital, and obviously you know what's gone on if you're a regular subscriber in my life at the moment. So it's just a matter of sort of plodding along, put one foot in front of the other and try to stay positive. So some of my video will be to music, other times I'll be chatting, explaining what I'm doing, or at a later date. Changes don't have to be drastic. They could be a matter of changing cushion covers, changing pieces around your home from room to room. If you've bought something from a charity shop or something from any store, and incorporate it in with your existing decor. So this little sort of change here basically cost me what, £4.50, due to the fact I paid out £1.50 for that frame that I got from the charity shop. And yes, after showing you all those papers, I was going to go for something more like greenery, but I decided to have this for the summer, fresh as a daisy. And those papers, they fit in absolutely gorgeous. I do apologise for the reflection from the glass of my door, but I think it works really well, and I've changed it over from that white mirror. And then those three succulent pots from Primark I've put there. So like I said, this little change just here was £4.50 for the frame and the sort of pots. I got the other home a while back from Primark. That was 50p. And that basket with the plant in, I got that a number, I think it was last year actually, yes it was last year, and it was half price from Asda. Instead of £14 it was £7. And then I've put my white mirror over here. I've just got to give it a dust. Again, I'm sorry for the reflection. And I've turned that little reef the right way round, although it's taken a little bit getting used to because I'm so used to it being the other way. And what I've done is I've actually plucked 3 of the daisies off of that garland at the top there in my dining room from the back, so you can't really see that they're missing, just to tie in obviously the daisy sort of theme. I like greenery and everything, so that's where I'm coming from, and I've just put a little bow up there, although I think it could do with a bigger bow, but there you are. It is such a small area, so it doesn't need to be drastic. And I'm just trying to step back. I'm just kicking my box out the way because I was looking for some foliage and see what flowers I'd already got. I am actually standing in my cubby at the moment, but I'm giving you the effect. So I changed that mirror over and put that picture frame with that little daisy print in, and that's all I've done. I have got a sort of curtain that sometimes I put across, but due to the fact that washing's going out, I've left it open like that because it does catch on the door else. So I'm really pleased with this little bit. As I said, things don't have to be a drastic change. It could be just changing pieces around your home. So I've taken everything off of this corner of the kitchen. This is where I have my coffee station. I've cleaned the tiles going all along here and above the hob, my cooker. So I'm just wiping the work surface. Then I'm going to wipe all my pieces to go back. I do like to do this regularly. I like to remove everything, especially if an area gets cluttered. It doesn't matter whether it's the kitchen or another space. Sometimes if you remove items and just put back what you really like, need or want, things like that, it's surprising how a difference it can make, and you can see the empty space before you start putting items back. So I've just put back everything that I need on there, along with this. A cup of coffee solves everything. I got that from the range months ago. I think it was at the beginning of March, but I had thought about using some command strips and seeing about putting it on the tiles, but then again it makes it a bit awkward for cleaning, so I've just propped it up at the moment. You might have seen that I've done the top cupboards. I have now moved over to this part. I've took the utensil part and the air fryer away. So I'm going to clean the tiles, wipe the work surfaces, and then I'm working round to, say, the base unit, like breakfast bar type area. I have actually already wiped the drawer fronts and the cupboard on the base unit, and then hopefully I want to be able to have time to also clean out the fridge. Right, so I've cleaned these tiles and I've wiped over this part of the work surface. This is to the right of my cooker, and I've done all along. I've emptied pieces, they're all on the dining room table. I've been doing laundry in between, sorting out paperwork when I sit down, and also a bunch of receipts. So those items there on the table, they're the ones that go along here, along with my utensil pot and my air fryer. So most things will go back. That heart picture I tend to have up there very often to hide, obviously, the holes that still need to be sorted. I used to have a shelf along there. There used to be 3 shelves in all, and I just kept the one. So it's one of those things over the years that hasn't been done. So I'm really pleased I got that done. So I'm going to wipe things down and rearrange, or even maybe I'll put things back as they were. I'll see how it goes. So I've put certain items back. There's 2 items, well 3 even. These 3 here tend to remain the same. I've took the picture away, and I've put that like bamboo type plant that I had on my dining room table. I've put that there just to bring a bit of greenery in. So I'm really pleased. As I said, I've got that cleaned. I've just got to do the breakfast bar, and I'm hoping to get the shelving done in the lounge, alter a few bits round, and maybe hoover the lounge carpet and rug. So I like presenting a gift, if I can, with nice papers or some way of, you know, just decorating it. But what I've done is I had this sort of superhero paper, and the tag was part of a set, and I've just added the red ribbon like this. This person likes Marvel and DC, so to go along with it I've made a card, and what I decided to do was with an offcut of the actual wrapping paper, I covered the card, so you've got like, it's like a comic type design. And then out of the book, which is somewhere here, it's the book that I got from the Works, which is this one. I did actually cut, what I did is I put, that was a spare tag, so I put the tag in the middle, then cut round to have a border just so it shows up. Maybe I could have done it plain, I don't know, but I quite like the yellow in there. And then what I've done was I used some of the little square pads, and I used those just to raise this paper up and this tag. And because the tag had a hole in, I got these little sort of foamy, sort of cardboardy little embellishments, got boom and pow, so I hid the hole with that one, and I thought I'd just even up with another one there. And then I've got It's Your Birthday there, and then inside I've got Happy Birthday and 2 balloons. So I'm really pleased. As I say, it's sort of all matches, and then I've just put Happy Birthday on the envelope using another one of those Happy Birthday stickers. So I'm really pleased how it sort of came out. I do like things like this. I do like to put a bit of thought in on wrapping, especially when it's just the odd occasion. That's why, dare I say, at Christmas I tend to take you know, a bit of time over wrapping. I like to break it up, because else it gets a bit, I think, over the top sort of thing if you have to wrap so many gifts up at the same time. But I like to sort of wrap the gift and have the gift representing that particular person, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to include this one, and I really enjoyed it making this, and as I say, doing a little bit of crafting at the same time.